Welcome to the Copenhagen Learning Designs podcast, where we explore the fascinating world of cross-cultural competency, inclusion and diversity, onboarding, work processes, education and learning design. Join us as we discuss and dissect these topics, offering insights and inspiration to create truly transformative learning experiences. In this episode,
navigating the challenges of sustaining diversity and inclusion efforts, best practices and lessons. Learned diversity, equity and inclusion, DE&I, have become buzzwords in the modern workplace. As society becomes more diverse and globalized, companies are recognizing the value of building a diverse and inclusive workforce. DE&I initiatives help organizations create a culture of belonging, where employees feel valued and respected, regardless of their background or identity. However, it is not enough to simply launch DE&I programs. Organizations must also sustain these efforts to ensure lasting impact. We will explore the challenges of sustaining DE&I efforts, best practices for success, and lessons learned from successful DE&I initiatives. Introduction. What is diversity, equity, and inclusion, DE&I? Diversity refers to the differences among people, including but not limited to race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, age, ability, religion, and socioeconomic status. Equity is about ensuring everyone has access to the same opportunities and resources, regardless of their background or identity. Inclusion is the act of creating a sense of belonging and valuing everyone's unique perspectives and contributions. DE&I is a holistic approach to creating a workplace culture that embraces diversity, equity, and inclusion. It involves creating policies, programs, and practices that promote diversity, equity, and inclusion at all levels of the organization. The importance of DE&I initiatives. DE&I initiatives are crucial for several reasons. First, they help organizations attract and retain top talent. When employees feel valued and included, they are more likely to stay with the company long term. Second, DE&I initiatives help improve employee engagement and productivity. When employees feel like they belong, they are more likely to be motivated and passionate about their work. Third, DE&I initiatives help companies better understand their customers and clients. With a diverse and inclusive workforce, companies can better serve a diverse customer base. Challenges in sustaining DE&I efforts. While DE&I initiatives are important, they are not always easy to sustain. One of the biggest challenges is resistance to change. Some employees may be resistant to DE&I initiatives, feeling that they are being forced to change their beliefs or behaviors. Another challenge is lack of buy-in from leadership. If leaders do not prioritize DE&I initiatives, they are unlikely to succeed. Additionally, DE&I initiatives can be resource-intensive, requiring time and money to implement and sustain. Best practices for sustaining DE&I efforts. Despite the challenges, there are several best practices for sustaining DE&I efforts. First, it is important to create a sense of ownership among employees. DE&I initiatives should not be seen as a top-down approach, but rather a collective effort. Second, leaders must lead by example. If leaders embody the values of DE&I, they are more likely to inspire others to do the same. Third, DE&I initiatives should be integrated into all aspects of the organization, including hiring, promotion, and performance management. Finally, DE&I initiatives should be regularly evaluated and adjusted to ensure they are meeting the needs of the organization and its employees. Lessons learned from successful DE&I initiatives. Several companies have successfully implemented and sustained DE&I initiatives. One lesson learned is the importance of data. Companies that collect and analyze data on diversity and inclusion are better able to identify gaps and develop targeted solutions. Another lesson is the importance of employee engagement. Companies that involve employees in the development and implementation of DE&I initiatives are more likely to see success. Finally, successful DE&I initiatives require ongoing commitment and investment. Companies that prioritize DE&I over the long term are more likely to see lasting impact. Tools and resources for DE&I efforts. There are several tools and resources available to help organizations sustain DE&I efforts. For example, the Society for Human Resource Management offers a diversity, equity, and Inclusion Resource Centre, with articles, webinars and other resources. The National Diversity Council provides training and consulting services to help organisations create and sustain DE&I initiatives. Additionally, there are several assessment tools available to help organisations evaluate their D&I efforts, such as the Diversity and Inclusion Assessment from the Centre for Creative Leadership. Implementing DE&I initiatives in the workplace. Implementing DE&I initiatives in the workplace requires a strategic approach. First, organisations must assess their current state of diversity and inclusion. This includes collecting and analysing data on employee demographics, as well as conducting surveys and focus groups to understand employee perspectives. Second, organisations must develop a DE&I strategy that aligns with their overall business goals and values. This includes setting specific goals and metrics for success. Third, organisations must communicate their DE&I strategy clearly and consistently to all employees. This includes providing training and education on DE&I topics, the role of leadership in sustaining DE&I efforts. Leadership plays a critical role in sustaining DE&I efforts. Leaders must model the behaviour they want to see in others and hold themselves and their teams accountable for creating an inclusive culture. They must also communicate the importance of DE&I initiatives and provide the necessary resources to support them. Additionally, leaders must be willing to listen to feedback and adjust their approach as needed. Measuring the success of DE&I initiatives. Measuring the success of DE&I initiatives requires setting clear goals and metrics. Organisations should track progress against these goals and regularly evaluate the impact of their initiatives. This includes collecting and analysing data on employee demographics, as well as conducting employee surveys and focus groups. Additionally, organisations should seek feedback from customers and clients to understand how their DE&I initiatives are impacting the broader community. Conclusion: the ongoing importance of DE&I efforts in the workplace. DE&I initiatives are not a one-time effort, but rather an ongoing commitment. Organisations that prioritise DE&I are better positioned to attract and retain top talent, improve employee engagement and productivity, and better serve their customers and clients. While there are challenges in sustaining DE&I efforts, there are also best practices and lessons learned that can help organisations succeed. With the right approach and resources, organisations can create a culture of belonging where everyone feels valued and respected.
Thank you for joining us on the Copenhagen Learning Designs podcast. To continue your learning journey, we invite you to explore our wide range of educational resources available. From ebooks on inclusion and diversity, onboarding and workplace dynamics to leadership and entrepreneurship. There's something for everyone. Take action now and unlock the power of knowledge by searching for Copenhagen Learning Design on Amazon.com. Don't miss out on the opportunity to enhance your skills and drive personal and professional success.